Originally, the word Arab referred to people from Arabia, a peninsula 2,000 miles long and 600 miles wide, situated to the east of Palestine. At that time, Arabs were nomadic Bedouin tribes who roamed the desert and lived in tents. They mainly occupied the northwestern part of the peninsula, where they grazed their flocks. Today, Arabs are defined as people who speak Arabic as a first language and see themselves to be Arab. By strict definition, Arab is not a race. Arabs live throughout the world. The predominant religion in most Arab countries is Islam, and most Arabs are Muslim. However, not all Arabs are Muslim. There are Christian and Jewish Arabs. In Islam, there are two main branches, Sunni and Shiite. The split between Sunni and Shiite developed over political leadership of Islam. Shiites believe that only descendants of the Prophet Muhammad can lead Islam, both politically and religiously. The Sunni, however, believe that the leader does not have to be a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad. Many Sunni also feel that leadership should only be political, and that Islamic scholars should answer questions about religious issues. Over the centuries, these differences have also led to differences in religious practices. The majority of Muslims are Sunni. However, in practice, most Muslims do not identify themselves as Sunni or Shiite, but simply as Muslims. While there are differences in opinion and practice between both groups, both adhere to the same major teachings of Islam. In the 6th and 7th centuries, Muslims from Arabia began to invade other countries, and they spread both the Arabic language and the religion of Islam. They established a vast empire, which stretched from the Atlantic Ocean in the west, across North Africa and the Middle East, to Central Asia in the east. The Arabs became the rulers of many different countries and built a great Arab civilization. Many of its leaders were not really Arabs, and some were not even Muslims. They were Christians and Jews, but the civilization they built reflected Arab values, tastes, and traditions. Education flourished in the Islamic lands, and the Arabs developed literature, philosophy, medicine, mathematics, and science. Throughout this huge empire, Arabic became the main language. The Arab conquests in parts of Europe widened the scope of their civilization and contributed a lot to world development. In Europe, they were prominent in Sicily, which they held from the 9th century to the late 11th century. And the civilization of the Moors in Spain was part of this great Arabic empire. In the 20th century, Arab leaders attempted to form an Arab nation, which would unite the whole Arabic-speaking world from Morocco in the west, across the Middle East, and to the borders of Iran and Turkey. Since 1945, many Arab nations have combined to form the Arab League. The purpose of this league was to consider matters of common interest, such as policy regarding Israel. Attempts to forge a unity among the Arabs have continued to this day. Perhaps the most significant economic factor for the growth of Arab countries has been the discovery and development of the oil industry. Roughly 2/3 of the world's oil reserves are located in the Middle East. Since World War II, issues of land and religion have been the reasons for continuing conflicts in the Middle East.